Hi everyone, my name is Gabby, and in today's quick video, we're going over all the camera views available on the XRT Pro version of the new Hyundai Palisade. So this is a brand new trim level for us here in Canada, and brand new trim level for the Palisade or Hyundai ever. It doesn't just look good, it's actually very capable. So starting off for our first camera, we have one placed right smack dab in the center of our extra wide grille. This camera will show you exactly what's in front of your vehicle in live feed as soon as your front parking sensors pick up an obstacle. So whether that's a wall or another car, when you're maneuvering your vehicle slowly, let's say a parking situation, it'll show that camera view. And don't worry you guys, I'll show you what it actually looks like in a few minutes when we hop inside the cabin. The next camera view or exterior camera on this vehicle will be mounted on both of your side mirrors. Now this is called a blind view monitor, and essentially every time I go and indicate a lane change, so trigger my turn signal, it shows me exactly what's happening on the corresponding camera or side of the car. It's a very wide view too, so it picks up pedestrians, cyclists, even curbs if you're trying to parallel park. You'll see exactly where your wheel is and how it lines up from the curb beside you. Now the next camera isn't exactly anything too new or too crazy, but it's a rear view monitor, aka a backup camera. It's mounted right smack dab in the middle of the rear end of your vehicle. And for the first time ever, we actually have an integrated washer nozzle too. So when you go to indicate for your rear wiper fluid to come down, it'll also wash your backup camera. That's nice to have. So that is your typical backup camera. There's also dynamic guide view lines. So when you turn your wheel, it'll show you an kind of a graph image showing where the back end of your car is going to end up. Now the next camera is exactly what we saw on the passenger side, and that again is the blind view monitor. Now I will say there's something extra special about the XRT, and that's the fact that we have an approach angle camera. It uses its feed from the camera we found on the front grille of the vehicle, but it's in a bit of a different situation or a different sequence. So let's hop in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right, so now that we know where the cameras are, let's take a look at what they look like when they're all pieced together. So if you'd like to view your cameras while you're stationary, you'll find this button located in your main center pad. Give it a press and it'll summon your full 360-degree monitor. Now what view is shown is based off what we had last, and I was looking at our front camera, but typically you'll find your vehicle in this segment every time you press that icon. This menu allows me to scroll around and view an entire 360-degree view of where my car is parked. So I can see the vehicle next to me, I can see the grout lines on the tile, and even some of the smudge marks. So it's a very high quality camera. The right side has a small split screen view of a full top-down viewpoint, including some parking guidelines. So if I had the vehicle on and I went to go turn my steering wheel, it'll move those guidelines based off where my wheels would end up. Now let's talk about what else we can see. This section here will be our rear view camera, and then this section up on the top will be your front. Check out the rear first, and there's 4 different views here. This is the typical backup camera, so with your parking guidelines, the red zone meaning you're getting fairly close. This is a top-down viewpoint of the rear end, great if you are using your hitch for towing. It also allows you to back up your vehicle as close as possible to a wall. You can kind of see exactly where your rear end's ending up. Another viewpoint is our side view mirror cameras, but showcasing the back wheel. So again, this view is fantastic for parallel parking. You see exactly how close you are to obstacles next to you. And last but not least is a full wide pan of the rear view camera. Up at the top, everything's about the same, so we have a top-down viewpoint of the front end of the vehicle. We also have our typical just front camera, nothing too fancy there. And then we have our front wheels. So again, if I was maneuvering my vehicle, trying to park as tight as possible, I can see exactly where my front wheels are on both sides. Last but not least, another wide angle of the front view camera. You can also see our headlight stance there. Looks pretty menacing actually, small, very sharp. Now, last but not least, we're going to talk about the dedicated off-road camera that is exclusive to the XRT trim level. So the other trims are not going to have this viewpoint. I will do a separate video just on the off-road menu, but in the meantime, we're only focusing on the camera. So when you open this menu, you'll see your pitch and roll and all your angles. However, if we slide over, we can see our ground view. It says ground view is not live video, but it is pretty live. Now this camera again is just the one that we have on our front grille, so it's not actually underneath the vehicle. We can't see the total approach, but you get a pretty good idea. So again, this is meant to be our approach angle camera. Let me know what you guys think about the new XRT or just the new Palisade in general. And as always, if you want to see more videos just like this, please subscribe to the Kia Hyundai channel because that's entirely what we film here. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.